And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the New York Mets taking on the Minnesota Twins. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set and towing the slab, John Butcher.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Ready to go now, and stepping in for New York, number 42.
Number 42.
In there at the knees. And here we go on Jackie Robinson Day. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Here's the center fielder. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. Inside move to second, and he dives back in safely. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Runner breaks for third. And he grounds one to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. An important piece, but a guy that's been struggling a little bit. They're DH in this one. Wilson.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
Base hit, left center field. And the Mets score first. It's 1-0.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Stepping in, Darryl Strawberry. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Splits the plate, and that's strike one. Man at first, one away. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
One ball, two strike.
Hernandez, the base runner at first with one out.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And there's two down.
The catcher, Carter.
And here's the catcher, Gary Carter.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Outside low. And that is ball one.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Fastball is outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Liner, base hit. And now two aboard.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And here is George Foster. And that drops in for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 outs. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Sid Fernandez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Leading off, number 42. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Fouled off down the right side. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Digging in, Ron Washington. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Fernandez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Gets under it and pops it up. And there's 2 away. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for New York, Howard Johnson. Butcher back to work. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That's down and in. A slider missed. The next pitch misses. Now 3-1. On the ground, right side, Washington throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
The designated hitter, number 42.
Wilson up now for the Mets. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time. And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
There's the strike. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side, Washington. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Santana.
2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Rafael Santana. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Santana goes 6'1", hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. The other way, Washington. On to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. But they still lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second, and now it's going to be number 42. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Ground ball right side. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 6, the third baseman, number 42.
Now the third baseman, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
And he boots it.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's the Twins DH.
1 ball, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Curveball over for a called strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Into center. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So up next for Minnesota, Randy Bush. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Brings it in, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now here is number 42. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. There's a strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one not close. Going to count 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
And now the center fielder grounded out his first time. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one missed.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bait. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, tag, too late, he scores. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Hernandez will hit next. Check swing, called strike. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at second. On the ground. Washington. And one away in the top of the third.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Strawberry, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Out there to center. It's going to fall for a hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 3. Oh, he botches it.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
One out. Runner at second. Carter getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Butcher checks the runner. Strawberry back on a dive. He's trying for third. Pitch inside. And the throw's off line. Safe at third. Inside. 2-0. 1 away with a runner at third. Right through there for a strike. Just off the inside edge.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The bat, the left fielder.
Now, George Foster. He's 0 for 1. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Some early action out there in the bullpen. Number 42, warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Number 42, getting cranked up as well. That's a strike, and the count 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a ball popped up. Washington makes the catch for the out.
Up next to the bat, the third baseman, Howard Johnson.
So up next for New York, Howard Johnson. Grounded out his first time up. That's in there. Strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. In the air, right field, on the move to the alley. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Twins nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 42.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Now it's the shortstop.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
That clips the corner.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch misses, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now the left fielder, he's 0 for 1. Ball 1 low. Two out, space is empty. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Twins nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Wilson. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
And that is out of play. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Chopper to second. Washington sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And now Rafael Santana. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
That's a ball.
Next offering is down low. And that's ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach.
And the batter now, number 42. Whoa. That one in the dirt, 1-0. Breaking ball through there for a strike. To the right side. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Now the number 2 hitter. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Ball 1.
This one in the dirt.
Ball, no strike.
Santana at second with 2 down.
No, that's a ball.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-0. Hernandez up next for the Mets. Right down to shoot. 3-1. That one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Right side. Washington whips it to first. 3rd out. Mets strand 1, but they lead at 3-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Twins, Ron Washington.
Washington.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the first baseman. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the right fielder. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one in there across the letters. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. On the mound now for the Twins, number 42. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Keith Hernandez digs in now. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Hernandez with a homer in his last game. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Strawberry, 23 years old, and he's been quite a threat lately with 6 homers in his last 10 games. Nice grab. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Gary Carter.
And next for the Mets, Gary Carter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. An absolute smash to left. 3rd home run of the season. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the left fielder, George Foster. Outside with a breaking ball. Foster working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
1-1.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hard hit left side. Slings to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fernandez back to work. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a pop-up. Hernandez makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 42.
And now the Minnesota designated hitter. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. The Mets leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that drops in for a strike. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Too low, and it's ball 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Bush in the box now. No balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. In the air out towards right center. Strawberry under it. Makes the catch, inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 4 and the Twins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Howard Johnson. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now it's going to be Wilson, and that misses. And that is ball one.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. That's out to center field. Bush brings it in. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Rafael Santana.
So a man aboard, Rafael Santana. Up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Johnson leads off first with 1 away. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
The bat, number 42.
Here's the Mets leadoff man. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. And there's a ball.
1-1.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Good eye in that spot. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Here's the center fielder. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
1 strike.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Now fly ball to right center. Bush on his way over, and that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 4 and the Twins nothing. And we're back, and here is number 42.
The catcher, number 42.
Pitch
Nope,
misses.
outside.
Ball one. Fernandez winds and deals. Just
No.
missed. Late on that fastball.
2-2.
Misses, and the count's full.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three-two. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a foul out of play.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Rips one to right, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now a chance for number 42. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Here's the second baseman, Ron Washington. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners at the corners, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one pulled foul. Base hit and a run comes in. First and second, 1 out. And here's the first baseman. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So bases all loaded up. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. New arm out of the bullpen, number 42.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Bases loaded, 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they cut the lead to 2.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now the third baseman. Hit on the ground to short. Santana. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Twins 2. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Mark Brown.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Keith Hernandez. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. That's a little bit low. And that's outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Here's a 3-0. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now Darryl Strawberry. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Hernandez on at first, nobody out. And that clips the inside corner.
1-1.
And that one is inside.
2-1.
That misses, and it's 3-2.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Gary Carter up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one. First and second, no outs here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
George Foster up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in the dirt. Two outs. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. That one ripped. The throw to first. That's the third out. Mets leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter, number 42.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That gets down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the Twins catcher. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 42 done for the night, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, number 42.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that misses. Ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Play at the plate, not in time. He's safe. It's 4-3. So the tying run in scoring position now. And the batter will be the shortstop. This one high in the air to left center. Sizes this one up. He's got it. There's 2 away. Now the left fielder, 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. So 2 balls and no strikes. Just missed. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Washington, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, right field. Strawberry squeezes it, and that ends the inning. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. 4-3 New York. On the mound now for the Twins, number 42.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Howard Johnson.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Fouled off to the right. And that's just foul. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Washington makes the play, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Wilson stands in now and watches strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One down, base is empty. Base knock right field.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Wilson leads off first with 1 away. Hit on the ground might be 2. In plenty of time to first, and there's 2 away.
number 42.
Here's the Mets leadoff man.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Now a screamer into the outfield. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Mets strand 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, number 42.
Number 42.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Roger McDowell.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Yeah, there's the strike.
0-1.
Line drive. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Little chopper rolls foul. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard ground ball, base now.
All over that one right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's the third baseman. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And he's got a double.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Now it's the Twins DH. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch misses.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Randy Bush now at the plate. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. Save. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Number 42 at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Nope. Ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it across to first, and that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Ron Davis.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. And that one is downstairs. And a count 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Outside low. And the count is even, 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
On the ground right side. And that one handled. The flip to the pitcher covering. They get him, but it was pretty close.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
And stepping in for New York, Keith Hernandez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Breaking ball inside. And the count even, 1-1. And fouled off. And that's a strikeout looking. Only 1 out remaining for the Mets. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Darryl Strawberry. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 strike away. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And the tying run is on base.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to him, Gary Carter. He's already homered here in this one. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.